Howdy, howdy, howdy. This time we're talking two-digit divisors for long division. Remember, divisor is a number that we're splitting up that big number into. 616 would be that big number. We would call that the dividend. So the dividend's being split up by the divisor. How many times does the divider fit into it? That would give us our quotient. Cool. Okay. So all of our divisors have 2 digits, and that can be pretty darn tricky. Before I talk about how to actually solve this, you guessed it. First things first, I have to write down my acronym. Divide, multiply, subtract, and bring it down. I'm writing it down even though I'm the math teacher because it helps me follow the steps. That way I don't miss a step and get it completely wrong. Write it down every time. Anyway, so I'll start with this big question here. 88 dividing into 616. Holy smokes. That's a tough number, 88. It's not a number we often use. We definitely don't have its multiplication facts memorized. And if you do, holy smokes, good for you. But I don't. So what I'm going to do is actually list, not a ton, like I'm going to start with 5 multiples of 88. And that's going to help me actually carry out this long division. So go ahead. I'll start doing that right now. So 88, of course, that's the first multiple. The second multiple, I'm just going to add 88 to it. So I'm going to go ahead. I'll make a little number sentence here. So 88 plus 88. That equals 8 plus 8 is 16. I'll carry that 1. 8 plus 8 is 16 plus 1 is 17. Cool. So that's my second multiple. Okay. I'm going to keep doing that. I'll pause it so you don't have to wait. All right. So I've got 5 multiples of 88 listed. So 88, 176, and so on. They're all written in red here. Okay. So this would be my first multiple, second multiple, third, fourth, fifth. Cool. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, how do you know when to stop? How many multiples should you list? Well, that really depends on your dividend. So notice my dividend is 616. My fifth multiple of 88 is only 440. I got to keep going. I got to keep going until I can get as close as I can to 616 without going over. So I'll pause it. I'll keep ripping. Okay. So first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth multiple. And my seventh multiple right here, I'll circle it so you know it's not part of the number, just so happened to be the actual dividend itself. So by listing the multiples of that 2-digit divisor, 88, I just happened to stumble upon the actual dividend itself. So how many times does 88 fit into 616? Well, it fits into it 7 times. Okay, so that's my divide part. Now I have to multiply. 88 times 7, well, I proved that that's 616. Next step, of course, is subtract. And thankfully, I've got a big fat 0, and there's nothing else to bring down, so I'm done. Pretty darn cool. Now, what you're going to be doing with all these questions, I guess, except this first one, because I did it for you. Whoops. Not only are you going to flip over to the backside and check using the answer key, you are going to work backwards and check using multiplication. So 88 times 7. You're going to times both the factors, and hopefully it should equal that dividend. 7 times 8 is 56. We'll carry the 5. 7 times 8 is another 56 plus 5, 61. Boom. So now I know for sure that this question is absolutely correct because I worked backwards using multiplication to check it. Cool. So again, just to say it one more time more clearly, list the multiples of your divisor. Carry out your division. And once you have a quotient, work backwards. Multiply the 2 factors to see if it equals the dividend. If that makes sense to you, go ahead, turn the video off, start working. But if it doesn't, let's do one more question. And you know what? Let's do one where I will have a remainder. So we're going to have to do something a little bit different here. So 24, let's divide that into 111. Yeah, why not? So step 1, D, M, S, B. That's going to help me. Step 2, start listing the multiples for 24. So 24, 48. I'm going to do these ones mentally. 48 plus 4, that's 52. plus 20, that's 72. Okay, I better keep going because I'm not past 111 yet. Plus another 24, that's going to be 96. Plus 4, that's 100. Plus 20, that's 120. Uh-oh. Okay, I've gone past my dividend, so I'll stop. Now I can actually finally start doing some dividing. 24 fits into 111. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So I put 4 on top. Okay, that's the divide part. Now I multiply. 24 times 4 is 96. Next step, subtract. Okay, I will have to borrow. This is 11 now. 11 take away 6 is 5. Oh, 0 can't take away 9, so I'll borrow. 10 take away 9 is 1. Cool. So how many times does 24 fit into 111? Well, it fits into it 4 times with a remainder 15. Cool. Later on in the year, of course, we will talk about how to get rid of the remainders and actually end up with a decimal answer. But for now, we've got a remainder of 15. All right, guys, happy dividing. Good luck with the 2-digit divisors. They can be tricky, but if you list your multiples, it is easy as pie. Have fun.